Is it possible to beat Mario Odyssey without ever touching water? Let's find out. The run starts out pretty normal until you enter Top Hat Tower where there's a huge water section. After a couple errors, I figured out exactly what to do. Finally. Never played it like this before. Then I just did a quick boss fight and went off to Cascade Kingdom. I didn't really have any major issues here, so I just had to do the dino skip and fight the boss. That worked out. Sand Kingdom was a breeze as there was no water for me to touch. Sure, there's ice, but I'm not counting that. After a pretty uneventful Sand Kingdom, it was time for Lake Kingdom, and as you can tell by its name, it's gonna have a lot of water. I begin the kingdom by getting an easy moon and doing a triple jump to go past the first water section. Then I get another easy power moon, but that's only the beginning of Lake Kingdom. Next I do a triple jump around this wall to get to another platform. There we go. Next I jump onto this donut-shaped platform, and with one more leap I reach the 2D section. After collecting the third moon, then it's rinse and repeat. Wait, scratch that. I can't touch water. I go back to this platform, and with a couple more jumps I'm in a sub-area. And there's no water in there, so we'll just move on. Now all that's left here is fighting Rango, so I swiftly defeat him and head off to Wooded Kingdom. Despite having to change my usual route by not being able to go past a waterfall and go into a water sub-area, I still managed to beat it pretty quickly. Then I fought Bowser in a fight that lasted about 60 seconds, and arrived at Lost Kingdom. I did a mostly normal route starting off with Meme Tree, but since you've probably seen something like this part before, I'll just skip this. Nighttime Metro Kingdom stayed the exact same. Daytime Metro was started off with a fun trick jump just for a bit of fun, but otherwise was pretty normal until the last moon. I cut it very close with Mario almost taking a swim in the pool on the top of a building. Now we're at Snow Kingdom, where things start to get a bit harder again. Although I'm not counting snow or ice as water in this challenge, there still is a decent amount of water here, so I had to play it safe. Right at the beginning there's jumps I gotta do to get past some water. Later on I skip the end of a section in a fun way, and I encounter a bit of an obstacle. I'm not going in here. That I just ignore. I get the final 2 moons and head off to the most difficult part of the entire challenge, Seaside Kingdom. You saw it on the thumbnail, I mean, this place is almost entirely water. So chances are you're thinking, how can it be possible to complete this kingdom? Well Toad, I'm going to show you the very interesting way it's done. Same as Lake Kingdom, you start off by getting an easy power moon, but in this case by going through a pipe. Then after a small jump and stacking some Goombas, you carefully get the Love by the Seaside power moon, and at the end of this path there's another one to grab. A little platforming and a ground pound gets the 4th moon. Next up I did a triple jump and captured the Rocket Plays YouTube sub, and in this sub area there's 2 free power moons. After accidentally breaking the timer, I carefully buy the next power moon from Crazy Cap. Many mistakes were made while trying to get the next one. Long story short, I collected the moon on the main save file and the backup, but touched water while heading out of there, but I did prove it's possible to get it without touching water. Second to last moon, I just do a simple jump and now there's only one left to get. But there's a problem. To get this one, Mario usually has to ground pound on this water, but for obvious reasons we can't do that, because he's allergic to touching water. However, I thought of this. So Mario can't touch water, right? However, there's no rule about Cappy not touching water. So, let me do this. Bam. Cappy ground pounded on the water. Mario did not touch the water. And if anybody wants to complain about how I did that, you can also just plant the nut and wait for it to grow. Now that we've got Seaside Kingdom out of the way, we're in the home stretch now. Luncheon has no water, so I went through it quickly, and Ruined also has no water, so I just fought the dragon and went to a slightly less dry place, Bowser's Kingdom. With only one place left to go after this, the end was in sight. I did a pretty regular run in this kingdom with a small adjustment on a section with a bit of water. I defeated the mech and went off to the moon. I skipped the moon cave, of course. That's moon cave skip. Fought Bowser. Fast strat. It's quite the hat collection, Bowser. A lot of them are purple, though. Maybe you should try the laundromat, Bowser. Gotta separate the colors. That's cool. There we go. Did another skip. XD! Let's go. And completed the challenge. Alright. And this is Super Mario Odyssey without touching water completed.